bees, bye, boom, boom. And my husband Anthony was running around going, ah! Poo in hand and be smearing it all over the wall. Fish fingers, chips and beans. Having someone watching you while you're sat on the toilet. Crouched down for a couple of minutes with Izzy lying on the floor screaming. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing the Mumlife raw tag, which was started by Elise Cherie. She is an Australian mummy blogger and I'll leave her link below. Question number 1, describe your day as a mum today in one word. Busy. Yeah, definitely busy. Mondays and Tuesdays are busy for us. Izzy goes to nursery in the morning for a few hours and I spend an hour and 40 minutes, which is all I get really, because by the time I drop her off, walk home and then have to leave the house and go and pick her up again, I get an hour and 40 minutes to either film, edit or clean the house and then have to rush back, go and get her, have some lunch, and then we either stay in and do some crafts, or we go to a play group, or we go to the park. So yeah, Mondays are busy days for me. Question number 2, what's the most challenging part about connecting with other mums? So this is quite relevant really, because I'm currently working with Mush, which is an app. It's a free app for mums to meet and connect with other mums in their local area who have similar interests and have kids of a similar age. So I know how difficult it is to connect with other mums. That's why I'm working with Mush to try and make some mum friends. I find that I go to play groups, and if I don't go every week, you sort of are out the loop a little bit, and also a lot of mums know each other from different places, like they've grown up together, they've been to school together, and that sort of thing. And I wouldn't necessarily say that the play groups I go to are cliquey, but friendships are definitely have already been formed, and it's hard to sort of integrate yourself into those groups. So yeah, it's hard. So that's why I'm working with Mush really. And if you're feeling like me and you want some new mummy friends, definitely check Mush out. It's definitely worth having a look at and seeing what mums are out and about in your area who are also looking to meet mummy friends. Question number 3, share one horrible poo moment. We've all been there, oh my goodness. Okay, so a couple of months back, Izzy went through this just horrific phase of, we've been potty training for a good while, and she'll have a wee on the potty, no problem, but she went through this phase of not doing a poo on the potty, and she'd just do it in her pull-ups or in her pants. And if I'd put her down for a nap in the afternoon, I'd often hear her waking up, and I'd run upstairs and she'd have poo in hand and be smearing it all over the wall. All over her toys, all over her bed, all over the floor. Like, horrific, horrific. I honestly say that's one of the worst days I've had of being a parent. The day I spent cleaning poo off every single surface in her bedroom, it took me an hour and a half with a bucket of soapy water. I had to start at her bedroom door and slowly make my way in, cleaning as I go. Yeah, horrific, horrific. But luckily she's got out of that phase now and she's fully potty trained, so touch wood, that will never happen again. Question number 4, how do you cope with public child meltdowns and tantrums? So Izzy has just started to have tantrums in public. We were at playgroup last week and she had a couple of meltdowns actually. One in particular, she does that thing where she'll flop on the floor and I'll try and pick her up, but she'll like squirm away or go really stiff, so I can't pick her up. And I just felt like crying basically. It was in a hall full of people, other mums and kids, and I just thought, oh God, let the ground open up and swallow me now. I just felt so embarrassed. My face was bright red and I just sort of had to crouch down for a couple of minutes with Izzy lying on the floor screaming. and just take a few deep breaths and try not to cry in public, and just try and get through it. And I was talking to my friend afterwards, and she was saying, you know, we've all been there, and the mums with the younger babies, they'll be there one day. It's just part of having a toddler, and we all have those days. And yeah, so that was really lovely, and she gave me a hug. But at the time I just thought, oh God, oh help me. But you just have to get through with it. I mean, we do the countdown 3, 2, 1, and we also do timeout, but doing that in a public situation is so difficult. But then on the other hand, I don't want to let her get away with being naughty. Just because we're in public, she needs to understand that there are consequences to her actions. So yeah, it's hard. It's hard. You just have to do your best, that's the only thing. Question number 5. Honestly, how much screen time does your child have? Well, at the moment, probably more than what she should have. If I'm trying to get some work done, if I'm doing a bit of editing, or if I'm doing some work for Mush, I will give her the iPad. And do you know what? That half an hour, I can get so much done. If she's sat there watching Peppa Pig or Fireman Sam, I know that I can get a good solid half an hour's work done. I do try and set her up some craft activities as well if I'm trying to get some work done. So Play-Doh or a bit of painting, which is what we did yesterday, which sort of ended in disaster. But so yeah, the iPad or CBeebies is sometimes an absolute godsend. And if I want to go make a cup of tea, I'll pop CBeebies on. If I need to go to the loo, I'll pop CBeebies on. You've just got to do what you've got to do just to get through the day and do your normal daily activities without having a toddler meltdown or having someone watching you while you're sat on the toilet. So at the minute, yeah, she's probably getting a bit more screen time than she should. But I do try and balance it out with craft things and getting out and about and playing in the back garden and things like that. Question number 6. What's your go-to easy dinner that you give at least once a week? Dead easy. Fish fingers, chips and beans. Izzy loves it. We get the really nice fish fingers with proper fish. Baked beans are healthy, and I always do home-cooked chips. So it's not like the oven chips that you can get, which are full of all sorts of stuff. It's just basically baked potato. So yeah, it's not mega healthy, but it's not mega full of sugar and fat and salt, and Izzy loves it, and I know that she's going to eat every last bean. So yeah, that's our go-to meal. Question number 7. Did you yell, cry or struggle today? Not yet, I haven't, because it's only 9:47 in the morning, but I'm sure I will at some point today. Izzy is at that stage where she has her own opinions about things. You ask her to do something and she will say no. She won't listen. A funny thing she does is I'll ask her to do something like, Izzy, come here please, or Izzy, can you pick that up please? And she'll say, 2 minutes mummy. Obviously she's picked that up from me because I'm saying, you know, to Izzy, just 2 minutes darling, I'll just be 2 minutes, I'm just making a drink. Or so she's definitely picked that up from me. 2 minutes mummy. She's so funny. So yes, I'm sure I will shout a little bit today, or be a little bit, maybe not shout, but be a bit firm with her. But that's just part of everyday life of being a mum. Question number 8. What was the best moment of your day so far as a mum? Well, we're only sort of partway through the morning. What has she done this morning that was funny? So something that made me laugh that she did this morning. My husband has been doing this bee, bye, bo, bum thing and chasing around. He's been doing it the past couple of weeks, and she squeals with laughter. She loves it. But she did it to him this morning, so she was stomping around going bee, bye, bo, bum, and my husband Anthony was running around going ah. Izzy's coming. Oh, laughed our heads off, so funny. So that, I think, is the best moment of being a mum so far today, but I'm sure there'll be lots more other moments today where she'll just absolutely crack me up. Question number 9. What is your secret guilty pleasure to reward your mum life? Ooh, probably chocolate or cake. Yeah, food mainly. I don't get a chance really to watch any TV during the day if Izzy's here, and then when Anthony gets home we have to watch something that we both like, so I don't really have any sort of like TV guilty pleasures. So yeah, chocolate or cake. I love cake. Cake. Question number 10. How often do you experience mum guilt? Oh god, all the time, especially if I'm working or if I'm trying to get a bit of editing done or if I'm doing some work for Mush, and I am giving Izzy the iPad to watch for half an hour. Yeah, I feel completely guilty because I'm not giving her my full attention, I'm not playing with her, and I feel like, you know, the worst mum ever, but I've got to do what I've got to do to try and make a living, and yeah, it's hard, it is hard, but you have to find that balance, don't you? If you're a stay-at-home mum or a work-from-home mum, and you are a full-time mum as well, you're responsible for all the childcare, it is hard, but I've just got to bear in mind that yes, I'm doing some work now, but this afternoon we'll go out and we'll do something. We'll go to soft play, or we'll go to the park, or we'll sit down and read a book together. So yeah, it's finding that balance, I think. So I hope you've enjoyed the Mumlife Raw tag. I'm going to tag all of the mums in the Vlog Mums collab group that I'm in, and I'll leave all of their links below. So get to it, mums. I look forward to watching your videos. And if you have enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!